Red Bull was once untouchable, but in 2025, they're struggling. McLaren has surged ahead, and Red Bull's dominance is fading fast. The shocking departure of Adrian Newey, car development issues, and rising internal tensions have left Max Verstappen fighting to keep his title rather than cruising to victory. Meanwhile, McLaren is thriving. Their car is fast, reliable, and ready to take on the challenge. Could this be the start of a new era in Formula One? Or will Red Bull find a way to fight back? But before getting into that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Red Bull Racing, once the undisputed powerhouse of Formula One, is now facing one of its most challenging seasons in recent years. The 2025 season has begun with a noticeable performance deficit to McLaren, marking a dramatic shift in the competitive ranking. This decline can be attributed to several key factors, including internal structural changes, unexpected strategic miscalculations, and challenges in car development that have hindered their ability to dominate as they once did. One of the most impactful developments within Red Bull has been the departure of legendary aerodynamicist Adrian Newey, who played a pivotal role in designing some of the most successful cars in F1 history. Newey's move to Aston Martin has left a significant gap in Red Bull's technical leadership, despite reassurances from the team that they have a strong development squad in place. Max Verstappen, who has been the face of Red Bull's success, has remained publicly supportive of the team's efforts to rebuild, but concerns over the team's long-term competitiveness remain. Additionally, Red Bull's pre-season testing in Bahrain did little to silence their critics. The RB21 struggled to find a balance between performance and reliability, with Verstappen and his teammate facing issues related to aerodynamics and tire wear. In contrast to previous seasons, where Red Bull entered the championship as clear favorites, they now find themselves playing catch-up. If these technical setbacks persist, the question arises, will Red Bull be able to mount a serious championship challenge in 2025, or is this the beginning of a downward spiral? McLaren has emerged as the biggest success story of recent Formula One history, showing incredible progress and consistency that would have catapulted them into the spotlight as title contenders. Their rise to dominance has been the result of meticulous planning, strategic upgrades, and a well-structured driver lineup that has delivered on their potential. Under the leadership of team principal Andrea Stella and CEO Zak Brown, McLaren has successfully transitioned from being a midfield team to a frontrunner capable of taking on the might of Red Bull and Ferrari. During preseason testing, McLaren's MCL39 showed exceptional speed and stability, outperforming Ferrari and Red Bull in crucial performance metrics. The team's ability to fine-tune their aerodynamic efficiency while maintaining strong tire management has allowed them to extract the best from their package. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have both expressed confidence in the car's development, with Norris, in particular, highlighting the improvements in race pace and qualifying consistency. This marks a significant shift from previous seasons, where McLaren often struggled with outright speed despite showing glimpses of potential. Another key aspect of McLaren's resurgence is its ability to capitalize on Red Bull's weaknesses. While Red Bull has struggled with mid-season upgrades and inconsistent performance across different tracks, McLaren has maintained a steady upward trajectory. If they continue at this pace, there is a strong possibility that they could not only challenge Red Bull, but potentially dethrone them as the dominant force in Formula One. The question now is, can McLaren maintain this momentum throughout the season, or will Red Bull find a way to fight back? If you are enjoying the video, here's a reminder to keep showing us your love by giving a like and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot. Max Verstappen remains one of the most dominant drivers in Formula One, but for the first time in years, his championship defense appears to be under serious threat. Despite winning multiple world titles, Verstappen now faces a challenge unlike any he has encountered before. A highly competitive McLaren team that has built a car capable of taking the fight to Red Bull on a consistent basis. Former Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone has expressed confidence in Verstappen's ability to secure his 5th consecutive championship, but even he acknowledges that it will not be an easy task. The growing competitiveness of McLaren, combined with Red Bull's internal struggles, means that Verstappen will have to fight harder than ever to stay ahead. Unlike previous seasons where his only major competitor was his teammate or Ferrari, he now has 2 McLaren drivers consistently pushing him to the limit. One of the most significant concerns for Red Bull is their declining pace in qualifying. McLaren has out-qualified them in multiple recent sessions, and with Ferrari also showing improvements, Red Bull is finding it harder to dominate as they once did. If they do not find a way to address their weaknesses, Verstappen may find himself in a position where he has to rely on strategic gambles and racecraft alone to maintain his edge. The championship is far from decided, but the battle ahead will be one of the most intense we have seen in recent years. The 2025 Formula One season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, with McLaren's resurgence creating a dramatic shift in the pecking order. Red Bull's performance deficit has raised serious questions about their ability to maintain their dominance, and with McLaren showing no signs of slowing down, the balance of power in Formula One could be changing right before our eyes. As the season progresses, Red Bull will need to find solutions to their current struggles if they hope to remain competitive. Whether that means refining their aerodynamic package, improving their race strategy, or making internal adjustments to their technical team, one thing is clear: standing still is not an option. Meanwhile, McLaren's challenge is to sustain their current performance levels and prove that they are not just a one-season wonder. The upcoming races will be crucial in determining the direction of the championship. Will Red Bull bounce back and reclaim their dominance? Or is this the year McLaren finally takes over as the leading force in Formula One? Fans around the world are watching closely. They know that this season is just getting started and the best is yet to come. Above all that, the rivalry between George Russell and Max Verstappen has intensified into one of Formula One's fiercest battles. Accusations of bullying, backstabbing, and dishonesty have fueled their feud. Some say Verstappen has long ruled unchallenged, while others argue that Russell is stirring controversy. Tensions escalated at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend when Russell, arriving last to the annual driver's dinner, declined to sit beside Verstappen, choosing Lewis Hamilton instead. Their conflict dates back to 2022 when a sprint race crash in Azerbaijan led Verstappen to mock Russell as Princess George and a dickhead, insults Russell dismissed. Though tensions had cooled, the 2024 season's competitiveness reignited hostilities. After Qatar, Verstappen accused Russell of getting him penalized in qualifying, saying, "I've lost all respect." Their once friendly bond, seen in paddle matches, appears fractured with no resolution in sight. Feuds happen, but the passion for sports must not vanish. In the end, will FIA enforce any investigation regarding this clash? Moreover, is Red Bull's reign coming to an end? McLaren's rise, Red Bull's struggles, and increasing competition from Ferrari have made this season the most unpredictable in years. Verstappen still has the talent to fight, but can Red Bull fix their problems before it's too late? With every race, the championship battle gets tighter. Will Red Bull make a comeback, or is McLaren set to take over? We leave the answers up to you. Tell us your valuable thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest updates. See you in the next video.